And welcome back to the Homemade Podcast of Sports with your host, Jay Pops. Guys, we are back for another edition of the Homemade Podcast of Sports with no other than your host, Jay Pops. All right, so guys, we're back. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. Guys, I've had a terrific day. The sun was out shining. It was very beautiful, and I'm just ready to talk about some more SEC football, Texas A&M in particular. So with all with all due with all due respect, let's go ahead and talk about it. So, like I told you guys on yesterday, Texas A&M versus Arkansas. That has turned into one of my favorite games to watch so far over the last couple of years. And it's just mainly because of the consistency of drama between these two football teams when they step field. All right, when they step out on that field. It is a very lovely atmosphere in Jerry World. Let me go ahead and say that. I've never been there, me personally, but I have heard that it is a very beautiful scene. Okay, I do not know if SEC Network is going to be at this game on this year. I know they were there a couple of years back, but I do not know if they're going to be at this game. Matter of fact, I don't know where SEC Network is going to be at during this week. Most likely, they'll be at the Alabama and Georgia game, just like everybody else is going to be at the Alabama and Georgia game. Okay, but that's okay. That's all right. So, guys, we move along. So, what are we talking about on this episode? So, this is going to be Texas A&M's defense against that Arkansas offense that has now gained the Bobby Petrino's momentum train, as I like to call it. All right. What does Arkansas bring? Arkansas brings the normal, right? Every year that Texas A&M has played Arkansas, they've always had a good running attack. This year, it isn't no different. It's not different at all. They're facing another running attack. This time, it's the quarterback. He does not remind me of KJ Jefferson at all. However, their quarterback is mobile. He's a dual threat. But then again, how about we define dual threat? Dual threat is saying that you can run and pass the football. And this is ultimately what this game may boil down to. Who can throw the football? Which quarterback can throw the football? Because if you're putting Marcel Reed in there against, let me not mess his name up here. But if you put Marcel Reed in there against Taylor Green, okay, I just wanted to make sure I got that right. Then truth be told, I don't know who will win you the football game. Okay? I've seen Marcel Reed miss open wide receivers down the field. I've seen Taylor Green miss some open wide receivers down the field. There's a lot of football to be played, and as of right now, Taylor Green is a better quarterback passing-wise, mainly because that guy has started, when the season first kicked off. Marcel Reed, not so. He came in due to injury, but also not sure if he'll start in this game. That we do not know yet. According to Mike Elko, this is a game time decision. So this game is going to rely heavily on who can run the football better. Is it Texas A&M with the more talented players, or is it Arkansas with the dominant run threat? We will see. As of right now, Arkansas has the better offense, which tell you the truth kind of scares me a little bit. I'm not worried by all means, but it does kind of scare me a little bit as so far as what is the trajectory of where this game could potentially be, as opposed to where it can potentially go to. I'm going to tell you that if they lose containment with any one of these quarterbacks in this game consistently, then both of these teams may have a field day. All right. I don't think it'll be a blowout, but if Texas A&M going as a 10-point lead in the first quarter, just like I told you in the Florida game, then you can absolutely count this game as a win. I'm going to honestly say that, man, this is college football. Anything can happen. I understand that part. But if Texas A&M goes up 10-0 in the first quarter, then this game can turn into a huge blowout. If Texas A&M is only up 10-3 or 10-7 in the first quarter, let alone the first half period, this game is going to be very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and lay that on out right now. This game is going to be very interesting. If it's 10-7, whichever side going into the second quarter, or if it's 10-7 or 10-3, either first quarter or the first half period when it's over with, this ball game is going to get very interesting. And somebody's going to win this game by 3 points. As of right now, the line has dropped back down to Texas A&M having a 4-point advantage. All right, so I'm going to take Texas A&M to cover the points. I don't feel comfortable about it at all, but I will take Texas A&M to cover those points. I'm not going to say they're going to cover it by a mile, but I'm going to take them to cover the points. Okay. Arkansas is just sneaky good when they want to be. And I was listening to an Arkansas podcast today, yesterday, and one of the guys was like, man, it all depends on. No, I'm sorry. I was listening to Texags, and one of the guys from Arkansas said, hey, man, it all depends on what Taylor Green is going to show up to the party. If we get the Auburn Taylor Green, then A&M was going to have a field day with it. If they get the Oklahoma State Taylor Green, man, this game can go either way. So I'm going to reverse that, and I'm going to say this game solely depends on what defense shows up and plays ball for Texas A&M on Saturday. Will we get the okay defense that we seen out there against Florida, and where they did give up some points in the end, and Graham Mertz was ridiculously almost perfect. That joker completed over 60% of his passes. Will we see that defense? Second half defense, as I like to call it? Or are we going to get the full ride defense that comes in there and plays ball from start to finish? If we get that, this game turns into a blowout, depending on what offense is going to show up. If we get the offense against Bowling Green, in which I don't think we will, then this team will absolutely win by either 3 or lose by 3 or lose by a touchdown. I'm telling you guys what I know. I am telling you what I know. Okay? So let's go ahead and keep moving here. So looking at this, right? So total defense. And I broke this down with you guys on yesterday, right? But total defense-wise, Texas A&M. Let's see how they stack up. Texas A&M stacks up as the 51st best defense in the country, okay? Against Arkansas's number 8 best offense in the country. You guys are going to have to come back to that, and you guys are going to have to watch that. You're going to have to remember that I said that. I said this on yesterday. You better remember what I said. Texas A&M is number 51 in defense. With overall defensive ranking, Arkansas is number 8 with overall offensive rankings, okay? You guys are going to have to remember that. You guys are going to look at something crazy, and you're going to say, man, when the hell does offense come from for Arkansas? Just remember I said they are the number 8 best offense in the land. Okay, so passing yards allowed. And this is where it's going to be the real nail biter. It is going to be the heavy nail biter here because this passing defense is going to have to step up. Texas A&M is number 52 in the country. Okay, Arkansas passing offense. They are ranked number. Let me go down the list here. See where Arkansas stacks up. If I'm not mistaken, Arkansas is number 25 in the country with passing the damn football. Arkansas is number 26 in the country with passing the football. Okay? I'm going to say that once again. They're number 26 in the country with passing the football. If we were all looking at this on paper, I would have took Arkansas to win this football game completely. But I'm not. A&M passing defense, number 52. Arkansas's passing offense, number 26. What does this mean? This means that Eli Ricks is going to have to step up. Okay? Marcus Ratcliffe, Anderson, Bryce Anderson, Bravion Rogers. Okay? He's going to have to step up as well. What's my other guy out there named, man? The one that was the freshman last year, but now he's a sophomore. Javon Thomas, he's going to have to step up. It's going to be many of guys going to have to step up in this passing defense. Because number one, Isaiah Santiago, I think that's his name, or Santania, something like that. That guy is absolutely fast. He doesn't have the best hands, but he has the best speed on the damn team. He would absolutely beat you in the backfield. You guys are going to have to step up. You're going to have to hold him. I don't care if you got a double cover. You're going to have to do your job. Defensive line, you guys are going to have to do yours as well. Okay? That is just how the way it's going to go. Everybody's going to have to step up, and they're going to have to do their job. Let's keep on going here. Rushing defense-wise. Texas A&M, let's see how they stack up in the box. Rushing defense-wise, Texas A&M is number 62 in the country. Rushing offense, Arkansas is number 16 in the country. This is a huge difference. All right, so we're going to need that elite defensive line that we've been talking about all season to step up. And this is going to solely depend on who can get back there in the backfield quick enough. Will it be Shamar Stewart? Will it be Shamar Turner? DJ Hicks? Albert Regis? Cassius Howard? Nick Scorton? Or will it be everybody all in one? If it's everybody all in one, this is what I will tell you. You damn sure better have somebody out on those edges. Because once he breaks containment to the edge, and there's nobody out there, you're going to have a field day. They're going to have a field day, and these are the things, like I say, that we are going to watch. If A&M can shut down this running game from Arkansas, then you can go ahead and book it now, and I would say that A&M will stop any running threat in the country that's on offense. Duh, right? But if this A&M defense can shut down this Arkansas running game, in which this is by far the best running game that you're going to face all season long, you're not going to have anybody else after this. That's going to legitimately test you in a run game. This is the moment in where you make a moment. This is the moment in where you say, no, I'm elite. Okay? Either you're elite or you're not. In famous words of Kirby Smart, either you're elite or you're not. Okay? And that's just how it's got to be. We'll see how this goes. All right, keep on going here. Team tackles for loss. Let's see where A&M ranks up. And this right here just may be the drive killer, in which a lot of people are going to be shocked. Then again, a lot of people aren't going to be shocked. Texas A&M is tied for 79 in the country. They're tied for 79 with about 5.5 tackles for loss per game. That ain't enough. That is absolutely not enough. Okay, let's see tackles for loss allowed. Let's keep it going. And this is where A&M just may be very even with their opponent. So tackles for loss allowed. Well, I don't think A&M is even with their opponent, but for whatever reason, cannot find Arkansas. for these tackles for loss allowed, which is absolutely insane to me. Drive killer, as they like to call it. This is an absolute drive killer. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope. Yes, I can. So this is where A&M. This is the reason to why A&M may be picked as a 4-point favorite right now. Arkansas team tackles for loss, number 92 in the country. Arkansas has given up about 5.75 tackles for loss a game. This is where A&M can potentially put on those hats and go out there and completely beat those guys at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be time for you guys to step up and play bully ball. All right, this is what this game is all about. Who's going to step up and play bully ball? You know, and then also who's going to step up and say, well, you got to show me better than that. But this is one of those ones. Well, we will find out. We will definitely find out. All right, so let's also look at some other things here. In which we're going to bring up the third down percentage. All right, so let's look at third down percentages. Third down percentage defense. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's see what A&M ranks up at. A&M on third down defense. Tied for number 20 in the country. This is where they will have a strong advantage. Okay, that third down defense for Texas A&M has been nice. They have been nice. All right, since then. They have been very, very good. And that's all kudos to Mike Elko as he's now starting to dial up some of those plays. Real quick, comment, shout out to Lance C. Jackson for tuning into the show. I thank you for tuning in, my brother. That is greatly, greatly appreciated, okay? So what he's saying here, about 1,100 yards came against Arkansas Pine Bluff in the first half of the Oklahoma State game. Like 700 yards, Pine Bluff. Cowboys pretty much adjusted in the second half and shut them down. That is very true. That is very, very true. So what we're going to look at here, can Texas A&M be that team that just shut them down completely? All right, because I'm going to be real with you. Arkansas hasn't impressed me. However, the running game has impressed me a whole lot. Their quarterback, he hasn't thrown that many touchdowns. He's only thrown 4 touchdowns in 4 games. Marcel Reed, if that guy's the starter, he's also thrown 4 touchdowns in 2.1 games. All right, well, 2.5 games. That's half of what that guy in Arkansas has played. Even if we were to play Connor Wigman has thrown about 2 touchdowns in 2 games. But then again, completion percentage, yeah, I know who he's playing against, 11-14. I think I'll take him up any day. You know, so doesn't matter who the quarterback is to me. I believe that they can go out there and match Arkansas's firepower. So third down percentage, once again, defensive-wise. Texas A&M is tied for number 20 in the country. Third down percent offensive-wise. Got some things mixed up there. Don't know what happened there. But anywho, third down offensive-wise. And this is why I say it's a reason to why Texas A&M is being picked as a 4-point favorite. Okay? A lot of people like Arkansas, but then again, a lot of people may not just believe in it. So third down offense, in which I don't see Arkansas here. But they're in here somewhere. Trust me, they are. They got to be on this first page. Give me some time, guys. Let me find this Arkansas team. I don't know why. Arkansas is always hard to look for because you always got to look for that little small logo. Where you at, Arkansas? Where you at? Golly, that's crazy. Can't find Arkansas at all, which just blows my mind. Give me a minute here, guys. Can't find them. They should at least be on this first page. There they go. I don't know how I kept missing them. Third down offense. Arkansas ranks as the second best team in the nation on third down offense, which intrigues me a whole lot, and which is why I said we really got to watch them. We got to watch this guy. Okay? We really have to watch them. Okay? Wild card for Arkansas is not Taylor, but at 22 Jackson. Yeah, okay. So I say, so Arkansas is a good third down offensive team, but we're gonna have to watch that, man. This, like I said, this defense is gonna have a very good challenge come this Saturday, and I'm ready for it. And I'm pretty sure that defense is ready for it as well. All right. So first down defense against first down offense, man, and things like that. I really want you guys to know things like this is very important when you're trying to calculate on how the way the game is going to go. Now, of course, the games have to be played on the field. This I already know about, right? But it's very important to analyze a lot of data when going into stuff like this, okay? So first down defense. Texas A&M is tied for number 62 in the country, okay? Which isn't very good, but then again, it isn't bad neither. First down offense, and this is first down offense here. Arkansas was number 2 in the country with first down offense. So, like I said before, Texas A&M is going to get really battle tested with this Arkansas offense, okay? Good part about it is that some of those guys on that team already, they already know about Bob Petrino's scheme. The problem is that Bob Petrino's playbook was never really played all the way out. This weekend, we're going to see. We are definitely going to see, okay? And we're going to see a whole lot. We're going to see a whole lot right before our eyes. Bob Petrino already knows this defense. He knows where some players will be at. It's going to be a lot of us kind of mad. He's going to be like, man, he already knew where he was going to be at. Well, guess what? He used to play these guys in practice. Of course, he knows where they're going to be at. All right, so red zone defense here. And let's look at some things here. Let's see what Texas A&M stacks up at. So red zone defense. Texas A&M stacks up for being tied at number 50 in the country with red zone defense. Let's see where that red zone offense is at for Arkansas. Let's see where they're at. And this may be another hidden gem into why that Texas A&M defense can get out there and make some monumental stops against this Arkansas football team. Arkansas, where are you at? I know you guys are on way. Oh, my Lord. Arkansas is way back here. So red zone offense. Okay, so this is really a reason to why Texas A&M is a highly 4-point favorite. Arkansas's red zone offense, in which really amazes me, and it intrigues me a whole lot. They're number 111 in the country in red zone offense. That is absolutely insane to me. That is insane. It's actually good for Texas A&M because Texas A&M stacks up as the better team. If they get up to that red zone, it's not a whole lot of plays that Arkansas can maybe call. But then again, this game here, you just do not know what you're going to get. You don't know. You just don't know. So we are really going to see how these teams will fare out against each other with head-on collisions. Okay? All right, so let's look up one more thing here, and then we're going to call that a wrap for tonight, guys. How about that? I'm sorry, 2 more things here. All right, so scoring defense-wise, Texas A&M is tied for number 41 in the country. Scoring offense-wise, Arkansas was number 20 in the country with about 40 points a game. Think about the opponents that they played already, and then you come back to that. Okay? Always think about that. And then we're going to do one more here, and which is very, very important as well. All right, we're going to look at team sacks here. Team sacks, Texas A&M, I'm going to tell you guys right now, they are not up there at all. I'm going to do myself a favor and completely go to the last page. And that's what I did, and this is where Texas A&M stacks up at. Texas A&M is tied for number 108 in the country with team sacks. They have only 5 won a season with an elite defensive line and only averaging 1.2 sacks a game. That needs to be cleaned up in a hurry. I do think this defensive line can get in there and do it. I'm not saying that they're going to get 7 sacks on the quarterback like they did last year, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised at all. Now let's see what Arkansas stacks up so far as sacks giving up. So sacks allowed. Where are you at, Arkansas? Arkansas is always hiding here somewhere. And I hate when they do this to me because I just have to scroll and scroll and scroll. This is where Texas A&M may inevitably monster dominate their opponent. And this is why I say Texas A&M could absolutely walk away in this ball game sacking that quarterback 7 to 8 times. Arkansas was tied for number 97 in the country. We're giving up about 2.2 sacks a game. They've given up 9 sacks on the season. So this offensive line, it's not good. It's not good at all. What does that mean? Texas A&M has to show up to the party already on that defensive line. They have to be elite amongst the elites, okay? They have to impose their will. Impose their will, which is defensively, and just make sure that you get in there and make the tackle. Truth be told, they're going to throw the football very quickly. If they're going to do that, linebackers and defensive backs, you guys have to get in the way. Pass rushers, you guys have to jump up, get your arms waving, and knock the ball down. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my score again. I'm going to say 31-28 Texas A&M. This game could absolutely be a non-contest if Texas A&M goes up 10 in the first quarter. All right, if they go up 14 in the first quarter, being that how the way Arkansas was built, that's a team that's not built to come back. But like I said, this is college football, anything can happen. So I'm just giving you my analysis on it. Anywho, guys, that is it. That's all I have for you all. Please make sure you subscribe to the show if you're not already. And please make sure you hit that thumbs up if you guys do like the podcast. I love all of you. Once again, #Gigem.